What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another Echocalypse video. All right, guys, we got a special one for you here. A couple things I want to talk about. There has been some confusion in terms of a few different things, so we're going to go ahead and try this out. Oh, look at that. Terrorizer fell to 4th place. So I'm on my boy Terrorizer's account. Let's just see if we can get this back to 1st. And the reason why it's important to go over this is because I want to talk a little bit about what you guys can do to get yourself more Abyss points for gear. Okay, so a lot of you guys don't know this. Plus, I want to go over the actual shop itself and talk a little bit about what is available to you. There we go. I want it back for him. So hopefully he stays first this time. Let's see what he's got here as a defensive team. I think it's the same thing either way, right? So let's go over this. I think it's important to kind of talk a little bit about what to expect and what you can do. So you guys all are aware, Patrol, when you guys go through the Abyss dive, right, you guys can get a lot of like nonsense gear that you'll never use. So some people don't know this, and I'm going to just show you guys real quick what you should be doing with that gear. So if you're not a new player and you're a veteran player, if you go to your equipment section, you're probably going to have quite a bit of equipment here. Okay, there's an actual recycle button here that allows you to recycle gear that you don't need. Okay, so for example, for Terrorizers, you got these two purples. I'm not going to recycle them, but you guys can see here, if you do hit the recycle button, you guys can eliminate any normals, rares, and SRs to give you guys more Abyss points. So just doing these two alone will give him 15,000 Abyss points, where he can then go and actually use them inside the procurement store. So I'm going to go through both of those sections. I think it's important, the Abyss procurement right here, and you can actually use them right here. So you can see here he's buying them all the time. He's got 32,000, and that's what he should be doing at the level that he's at. He should be fully getting everybody with these SSR gears, because as you go through this, you guys can see here, you don't any longer get gear after you're done a certain point of the Abyss. So make sure you guys are doing that in order to get yourself more points. And this also applies to Chimera. You guys can absolutely recycle all your blue ones if you have any. You can see here's nothing to sell, and that will also give you points towards Chimera store. Pretty straightforward stuff, right? So if some of you guys have not been doing that, you should be doing that going forward. Now, let's talk a little bit about the mall. Now, two things I want to point out. Number one, this is his account, okay? So you guys can see here, there's limited time events that you can purchase. For example, this right here, it's $99, which I think is insane to be buying, but I mean, he's gone ahead and bought a few of these things. But let's talk about the mall and what is worth buying, what is not worth buying. I think that's an important thing. So outfits, I've already done a whole video on skins. You guys can see he owns every single one. It is a 1% attribute increase, and that will affect your entire account. So as you go up in power, the 1% obviously will affect that. So the higher power you are, the more percentage you'll see. But if you can see here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14% more on all attributes increase just by having all of these. Okay, so skins are worth it, but they are pretty pricey. I believe each skin runs for 720 of these, and they are so roughly about 15 bucks Canadian. Okay, so that's per outfit. Just that's 1% increase per outfit, so $15. You get a 1% increase, of course, and then you get to keep the outfit. So this is completely up to you. It can be a crazy power increase if you collect most of them or all of them, or even some of them. But remember, it is 1% off of the current level that you're at. So this is something up to you, but it is a very big power gain, okay? Commercial contracts, these are something he buys on a daily basis because he wants the stamina boxes. These ones all contain stamina. So if you want to get the fastest power increase, these are stamina boxes that you definitely want to grab. Again, if you are pay to win. I just want to make this absolutely clear. I don't promote spending. I'm not doing that. People have asked me to make a guide for you. I've gone through Terrorizer. He spends. I said, what was the best deals for you? This is what he's providing. Remember, please, 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 for the love of God, spend responsibly. Don't put yourself in debt. It's just a game. It's pixels. One day disappear. You're never going to get your money back. Just want to make that clear. Okay, so weekly contract. These ones are a little bit more pricey, he was saying. Because of the level he's at, he doesn't need these things right here, for example, the Chimera and the SSR gear. He's getting that through the Abyss already and through the Chimera shop. So this is not worth it in his opinion. The set contract sales are worth it because they give you quite a bit here, but you guys can see here 90 summons and 80 of the, he didn't buy that one, but he did buy the $34 one and the basic one, which he said was worth it. Level contracts, always get those. He said they're for sure worth it. You guys can see here as he levels up, he'll get more of these, and they're not bad for the price that they're going for. So for gem wise, I mean, like this, for example, here, 25 of those for 980. We talked about how much 980 is worth already. I believe it was like 19 bucks. So 19 bucks for what is that, 25, 60, and 4,800, which is quite a bit. So that's available as well. And then, of course, the mining agreements. This is absolutely worth it. He said, get these for sure. They give you stamina. They give you tokens. They give you gems. So to absolutely 100% go for these. And then crystal mining is up to you. Now, you can see here, in terms of Rayon, he is topped up quite a bit, almost $624 here at this point, just to get the next level. And then this is the last one here, which requires another $624. So all of these here, I'm not sure if he's going to buy them, but he has bought most of the other ones. He hasn't bought this one yet, but he may. Who knows? I don't know. I'll leave that to him. But everything else was worth buying. And this is, again, the only way to get Rayon. There's another one that he missed right here to actually get her to 7 stars. Shocked he didn't buy that one. So I'll ask him why he didn't do that. And then the Abyss funds. These for sure, he said, get them. If you're going to get Abyss funds, Expedition funds, the permission funds, pick up all of those. They're for sure worth it for anyone who's pay to win. And then Eternal Accord he also got because he wants the extra stamina. Plus it gives you guys crystals right away. Eternal Chessboard, limited metal is unlocked. Enables 10 times battle speed. So if you're gonna go faster, the gameplay just goes fast. Remember, this is just for battle though, okay? Max action points increased to 200 rather than 150. Like mine is 150 at free to play. Harvest yields increased by 50% and claim nutritional solutions 3 times daily. So that's the 3 times there. Daily deal he also purchased because he thought it was worth it because you have an opportunity to get yourself one of these. He has yet to get that, but it gives you a free SSR and also gems across the board, plus some of these generic biochips. He's got 26 of those. And then you also get all of these here for that price. So he says for sure worth it. And as you keep going, you get yourself a lot more solutions and some more tokens along the way. You can see here 2 days remaining. So most of the stuff on here he said was worth it. So the daily deal, Eternal Accord, this one was optional. He said he still picked it up, but the permission, the expedition, the Abyss funds are absolutely worth it for him, and he still thinks everybody who's paid to win should be purchasing those if you guys want to advance quicker in the game. Okay, again, outfits totally up to you. Massive power game, very expensive. Commercial contract, again, he does the daily ones, doesn't touch the weekly ones. The set sale ones, he only got the first 2, and then the level contract he does buy because they're worth what they're showing here. And then also, just so you guys are aware, he also did buy some things from QTA Arcade. If you guys are planning to do that, he did want to mention something, that the special event for Rayon, it does not count towards it. For this to work, for you to get points towards this, you have to buy from the app itself. Okay, if you don't buy from the app here, the money from QT Arcade does not count towards this. But he did say the deals on QT Arcade are 10 times better than what's available here in game. So if you are going to explore that, you can go check that out and see what's better for pay to win. Now for the procurement center, this is where I kind of come into play because I use this a lot. So first thing, refresh 5 times a day. Always do this. Always pick up things that you need. Don't spend diamonds as free to play. Make sure you're only spending enough to get yourself right over here, like Zawa's chips. Use these right here, these genes. You get these from summoning. So the more you summon, the more of these you'll collect. As a free-to-play player, do not use your gems. They're not worth it, guys. That's strictly a pay-to-win thing to do. Even then, I don't even think that's recommended, quite honestly. But you guys can see here, 5 times a day. Plus, it's part of the daily requirement to get more daily points. So whatever you're close to completing, just do these 5 times and definitely get these. Of course, it's not a necessity, because eventually you'll run out of these very quickly, but whales obviously have a lot, so they can play with this however they want. Cage procurements. Here, I always buy the Proof of Bond as free-to-play, and also the 100 Facets. The reason why 100 Facets is so good is it's a replacement for your augmentation items, right? So instead of using stamina to get 10 of items that you need, you can use 100 Facets to replace those items and save yourself stamina. So this is a very important one. I would really, really recommend doing this. And also, if you're building affinities, this percentage off is not bad to get yourself some SR affinity bags to get further into there. So I would say these 3 items are the most important items there to focus on the cage procurement. Now, Abyss procurement here, if you are free to play, you're probably still in this section. It's a good spot to level up your stuff, so I would recommend doing it. For pay to win, you should only be doing this. So nothing more than that is worthwhile, okay? So make sure you are only focusing on this section. Purification procurement, of course, get all of these. This is important for you. And then syndicate procurement, here, it's up to you. Chimera stuff, Proof of Bond, and any of the other general chips that you can get, I would recommend. So general chips is good because you can advance your SSR or your SR characters and build more power that way. Modulation, I only focus on the main ones here. to get to 40 as fast as I can. And Faith Procurement here, you're going to get the S Elementium. That's all for now, guys, in terms of that. Furnishing, of course, only go for discounted stuff from your furnishing points, and that should be enough to get yourself decorations up as fast as you possibly can. All right, guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.